everyone. My name is Kate, and today we're going to be starting the very first part of our full story playthrough for The Elder Scrolls Online, from the very beginning, the story when the game came out, to now, the Gold Road chapter, and whenever they add more content beyond that. So, I've already made our character. We're Feyre Wolfshield. We're going to be a Nord Warden. This is just going to be our character. So yeah, we are going to get started with the tutorial.
You're awake. Oh, thank the stars. There you are. On your feet. I know magical translocation can really upset the stomach. Just take a moment and get your bearings, all right?
Where am I?
The Isle of Bolfiera, home of Clan Durini. I apologize for the cramped accommodations. We pride ourselves on courtesy, but circumstances here have taken a turn for the bizarre. I needed to make sure you weren't a danger to yourself or others.
Can you let me out?
You might not be so eager to escape once you hear what's going on. You arrive via a portal, along with a Daetric beast called Shayazel. It seized control of our golems and unleashed them on the island. If I free you, will you help me stop Shayazel?
Yes, set me free and I'll help.
Wise choice. Just give me a moment. There. That should unlock the door. When you're ready, follow me. There you are. Free as a spring cricket. I hope you intend to keep your word. We'll need each other out there. Of that I'm certain. The name's Norianwe, by the way, of Clan Durini. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Where are we headed?
We're bound for a place called the Keyrights Gallery. But first, I need to know you can defend yourself. Hurtling through the Orbis and falling flat on your ear left you a bit scattered. Find a weapon, and we'll work out the cobwebs. Fair?
Sure, but I have some questions.
Of course. I can't promise total transparency, but I'll be as forthcoming as I can.
You mentioned a Keyrights Gallery. What is that place?
The Keyrights Gallery is an ancient substructure of Bolfiera Island, built long before my clan arrived.
Why is it called the Keyrights Gallery?
On account of all the doors. The gallery's full of ancient gates, each with some arcane connection to places in Tamriel and beyond. Once the gates came to life, rifts opened. You fell out of one of them. The Daedra, Shayazel, emerged from another.
How did you escape?
I cast an incantation of the steed, snatched you up, and fled as fast as my feet would carry me. I heard the Daedra cursing, followed by some kind of explosion, but I didn't look back. I hope the gallery is still standing.
What are you doing here?
Nothing irresponsible, if that's what you're asking. I'm a member of Clan Durini's Intelligence Guild, the Cinderell. More scholar than spy, I assure you. I was conducting some research in the gallery, then pop! You and that monster arrived.
Why were you studying this place?
The gallery's always been a place of special interest for the guild, but we never quite cracked how it worked. Despite the dangers, this is our greatest breakthrough to date. The guild master will be ecstatic, provided we get it under control.
You said something about golems. What's going on here exactly?
Would it frustrate you to hear that I have no idea? We Dureni are cautious by nature, so the Isle of Bolfiera has many defenses. Magical stone guardians protect many of our sacred sites, but somehow this Daedra found a way to turn them against us.
Can you describe the Daedra Shayazel?
Ugh, do I have to? If I recall my studies correctly, I'd say it's a harvester. A huge serpentine creature that feeds on souls and magicka. If it finds a way to consume the energies of the gallery, we will be in very serious trouble. So now we can pick a weapon. Each weapon has a skill line
that we'll go over later. These first few episodes I might also be explaining things on a more basic level for people who've never played this game. So if you've already played this game and you're just here for the story, I'm sorry. I will stop talking about mechanics and things eventually. We have the bow, the daggers, a great axe, the sword and shield, or as I'll be referring to it more than likely, sword and board, a healing staff, and a fire staff. And what we're gonna go with today is sword and board.
Larger weapons like staves and great axes will take both hands to use. You can pair smaller weapons with a shield, or another weapon of that size. The choice is yours. Yes, I think that one suits you.
So we can
If you
just
change your
equip
mind,
it.
feel free to take any other weapon you want. Now, let's find a spot to practice.
Take that junk and sell it later.
This is as good a place as any. Now, prepare yourself while I conjure up a dance partner.
Teach us the basics of combat.
Let's begin. Quick! Well done! Well, top marks! Brilliant! Now do it again! Ready yourself. Quick! Strike while it's off balance. That's the way. Well done. Protect yourself. Use your heaviest attack. Raw strength, that. Wonderful. Keep up the defense. Strike hard, now. Now some foes will try to restrain you. Quickly, break free. You broke loose. Prepare yourself. Ha! You're unstoppable. Again, make... You're every bit the warrior I thought you'd be. Now, bash the console. Again. Now press your advantage with a heavy attack. Powerful strike. Swiftly now. Interrupt it. That was quite a blow. Again. Hold its attack. When your enemy prepares an attack, strike. Interrupting their attack will set them off balance. Good. Now destroy it. Well done. Come speak with me for a moment.
So we got our first level up. See, so it says skill line gain one-handed. Spend skill points to gain new abilities. Spend attribute points to increase your magic health and stamina. So we're gonna bump up our health a little bit, and you'll probably see me put we will get 64 skill points until we reach level 50, which is max level, and then we'll start champion levels. But you get 64 skill points. You'll probably see me put them all in health because we're gonna spec into a tank build. So it's gonna go over skill lines, active abilities, slotted on your ability bar, which are your hotbar, weapon abilities. So class abilities, we have Animal Companion, Green Balance, which is our healing, Winter's Embrace as well. So for right now, we're going to put 1 point into Dive. Command a Cliff Racer to dive bomb an enemy, dealing 3,699 magic damage. If you are more than 7 meters away from the target, you set them off balance for 7 seconds. So that'll be our first ability. Back out of that now. We also got these pants from the enemy, so we'll go ahead and put those on as well. And real quick, before I forget, I'm gonna go into my settings, combat, and I will show you what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna turn our timers on. Resource numbers in percent. Turn our ultimate number on. And then we also want to turn on our buffs. Always show. And there we go.
With moves like that, the Daedra doesn't stand a chance. Yes, I'd say we're ready to set out.
Where are we headed now?
To reach the Keyride's gallery, we have to make it out of this ruin and across a wide field full of the golems I mentioned. With any luck, we'll be able to slip past them. But I'm not all that lucky, so I'm sorry in advance.
Alright, we'll head there next. What can we expect to encounter in the gallery?
Well, it begins with a door, the first of many. The only way to access the gallery is through a mysterious gateway. Once we pass through that initial door, we'll step into a huge vault. This is the part that worries me most.
Why does it worry you?
I believe Shyazel, the Daedric creature that's causing all this mischief, may have nested itself in there. So be prepared to fight.
Will dealing with Shyazel pacify the golems?
I can't say anything with certainty, but ridding the world of an otherworldly abomination can't hurt, right? Its influence might linger for a time, but the golems should return to normal before too long. Hopefully.
Let's go. I'm gonna get this notification off my screen real quick. Daily rewards, I know. Claim that last reward because it ends tonight. And then we'll keep going. Take that lockpick. I don't need those. Sorry. That thunk was my phone. Take that.
One of the stray golems. We might want to sneak past it.
Sneak by that one. Keep it moving. You don't technically have to sneak, it's just like a sneak tutorial. But,
Almost there. Let's hurry.
so I'm gonna start taking some armor. Alright, let's keep going. Go ahead and put that on. Quick slots, access potions, let's select quick slots in the upper corner of the window. Drag items, desired slot. Hold Q to bring up quick slots. Select the desired item and release Q. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna put that on our quick bar, and then put this armor on. And we'll put those on for right now. Okay. So we've got some armor now on now. Right, the shift. Keep this
Right.
train
The
going.
entrance to the Keyride's gallery should be east of here. Let's set out.
So yeah, you can play this game in first person. But it makes me a little ill, so we're gonna back that out and play this way. Try our ability. Double tap and dodge. And we're getting some more skill level ups as we go.
gallery is in here. Let's head inside.
Our first meeting with another player. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take some medium armor and we're also gonna take some light armor if I can find it. The ones that I want. There we go. So if we open our menus, we can equip these, and we will go with the gloves, and then we'll just go ahead and we won't equip the hood for right now. We'll leave it off.
Well, Jeffers' bones. The surge of magicka created by the portals you came through. Must have cracked this sky shard. Without a functioning sky shard, this gate remains locked, and there's no way for us to proceed. Damn!
Is there any way to fix it?
Unless you have a set of enchanting tools and a working knowledge of meteoric empowerment theory, no, there's nothing for it. We need to find a replacement.
Where can we find a replacement sky shard?
I saw one in a vault just south of here a few days ago, but it was flanked by one of the island's more powerful golems. Normally, I'd say we should search for another option, but given the circumstances, I think we have to risk it.
Alright, let's find that sky shard. Can I ask you something before we set out?
Of course. Let's not tarry too long, though.
What are sky shards?
Giant clusters of meteoric glass. They fall from Aetherius, charged with raw and very potent magicka. Mages use sky shards in all kinds of rituals and experiments. We Dureni use them as a power source.
What kind of golem did you see near the sky shard?
It's a monstrous sentinel called a gargoyle. I've never seen one fight, but by all accounts, they are far more powerful than the golems we've faced thus far. All right. Do you see that vault to the south? The sky shard is there. There it is, the sky shard. Get out of the way now. Counter and kill. What? Did you just absorb the energy of that shard? Incredible. Not quite what I intended, but we can work with this. Let's head back to the gate.
I forgot to turn my subtitles on. Sorry.
All right. Focus on the sky shard. You did it! And let's speak for a moment. It'll respond to the power you absorbed and unlock the gate.
Whoa, the audio's freaking out. Talk to her one more time.
I'm afraid we've reached the really scary bit. The Daedric creature responsible for all these portals waits just beyond that gate. If you have any other preparations to make them now.
Do you have any advice on how to slay this thing?
Again, I'm just a scholar, but I'd encourage you to remember what we practiced before. Keep moving, strike true, and exploit any opening the creature gives you. There it is! Send it back to oblivion!
Only I will remain. You cannot kill what cannot die. Merely words.
You did it! Hopefully the gallery wasn't too badly damaged. Follow me!
Equip that necklace. It'll just add some more extra, it'll add some extra health for us. Go into the Key Rights Gallery.
By all the stars! Look at the central column. I had no idea it was concealing something like this. Let's get a closer look. This is the Key Rights Gallery, but not as I remember it. Now I see why we never managed to unlock the gates. Their power comes from this arcane helix. Amazing. With the helix exposed, these gates can finally reopen. Perhaps not all of them at first, but enough to reach most of Tamriel. The question for you, I suppose, is where to first? Can you believe this? Just look around. With this arcane helix exposed, the chamber is positively crackling with magic. The Key Rights Gallery has come to life, and I finally think I know why.
What do you mean, why did it come to life?
Because of you. Matters in Tamriel are bleak. War rages in Cyrodiil. Daedric princes conspire. Dragons ride the winds of elsewhere. The Second Era needs a savior. I believe the gallery, perhaps even the Adamantine Tower itself, chose you.
What do you think I should do next?
The Key Rights Gallery opened doors to every corner of Tamriel, places I suspect that desperately need a hero's aid. This choice is yours to make, but wherever you choose to go, I'm sure adventure awaits. May the stars protect you. So, have you chosen where to go? What region of the world strikes your fancy? Not everyone gets to pass instantly from one side of Tamriel to another, you know. This is quite a gift.
Do you plan to use one of the doors as well?
What, me? No, I've got work to do. The Cinderil will want every bit of this place searched and studied. Since I did the discovering, I'll probably end up leading the effort. Adventure abroad sounds all well and good, but my place is here.
Do you really think that fate brought me here?
Well, fate's sort of a clumsy way to put it. No offense. Honestly, we may never know why you were chosen. But I believe there was intention here. Something, whether it be the stars, the gallery, or the tower itself, placed you here for a reason.
And Shyazel, what brought it here?
Perhaps it followed you to prevent you from reaching your, well, destiny sounds a bit too grandiose. Let's just say to stop you from reaching your potential. Then again, maybe the power of this place brought you here to stop Shyazel.
I guess we'll never know.
Probably not. But what's a life without unanswered questions, right? Boring, if you ask me.
Do you think you'll ever unravel the mysteries of this place?
Ha! An elf can hope. Answering that question will probably keep me occupied for the next 100 years. Is the Helix connected to the Adamantine Tower? How does it perceive distant corners of Tamriel? I may never understand it, but I'll do my best.
Any thoughts on where I should go?
It is a bit overwhelming, isn't it? The whole of Tamriel is stretched out before you. We could start with the political considerations. 3 great alliances vie for control of Cyrodiil. Does the fate of the Pact, Covenant, or Dominion interest you?
Yes, I would like to travel to Alliance territory.
Excellent. You can visit Stros Makai in Daggerfall Covenant territory, an island called Kanathi's Ruse that the Aldmeri Dominion set its eyes on, or the Ebonheart Pact's domain.
Let's see what she says. If I hit on second thought, I might want to travel outside the borders of the 3 great alliances.
I don't blame you. Interprovincial intrigue is the basis of my whole profession, and even I find it tiresome after a while. I suppose that widens the map a bit.
Where else could I find adventure?
Well, as I said before, threats to Tamriel have grown like weeds practically everywhere. Would you prefer to spend time among my elven kin, the Khajiit of elsewhere, or men of the north and south?
What can you tell me about elsewhere?
According to our spies, the land of the catfolk is in sorry shape. Imperial holdouts sit upon the throne, and a rage of dragons spilled out of the halls of Colossus, burning everything in their path. If it's adventure you seek, you'll find it there.
You mentioned elves too. Where can I find them?
If you take the gate to Vardenfell, you can meet the Dark Elves, and maybe even the God King, Vivek. You could also travel south to Somerset Isle, our ancestral home and the primary seat of power for the High Elves.
Is there work to do on Somerset Isle?
Always. Though the natives don't make it easy. High Elves of Somerset don't share the Durrani's pragmatism. They're often too proud to ask for help. But our agents reported some strange activity around the Crystal Tower. It's probably worth a look.
What can you tell me about elsewhere?
According to our spies, the land of the catfolk is in sorry shape. Imperial holdouts sit upon the throne, and a rage of dragons spilled out of the halls of Colossus, burning everything in their path. If it's adventure you seek, you'll find it there.
Can you tell me about these realms of men you mentioned?
Certainly. One of these gates appear to go to Western Skyrim, a mythical kingdom of Nords led by King Svargrim. The other leads to Blackwood, at the southern tip of Cyrodiil. Imperial remnants rule there.
Western Skyrim?
The Nords of Western Skyrim are inhospitable, to put it lightly. Even so, we've been able to glean a few things. I've read reports about increased vampiric activity in the region. Never a good sign. They need stout adventurers to deal with it.
You mentioned elves too. Where can I find them?
If you take the gate to Vardenfell, you can meet the... Squeezing information out of the Dark Elves is delicate business. To be honest, we know far less about what's going on in Morrowind than we should. I can tell you that Vivek put out a summons for heroes recently. That's worrying.
Alright, let's claim these new rewards. Put another thing into health. Confirm that, and then we're gonna go into Frostcloak and unlock it as well. Alright, so now we have anywhere we want to go. So we have Blackwood. Elsewhere. High Isle. Western Skyrim. Telvanni Peninsula. Vardenfell. Bleakrock Isle, which is base game, as well as Stros Makai and Kanathi's Roost are also base game. This would be the new one, Gold Road, but I don't have it on PC as of yet. I have it on my Xbox. We'll probably have it and play it eventually too. You have Somerset Isle up here, and then I think that might be it actually. Yeah. So the one that we're gonna go for is over here, and we are gonna start in Bleakrock Isle.
It appears this one leads to Bleakrock. A frigid Nord holding, north of Eastmarch. For this gate to choose such a remote location, something important must be taking place there. The gallery is beckoning you to face it. Ready to brave the cold?
Travel to Bleakrock Isle and start the Ebonheart Pact storyline.
We submit to your will and call forth the chains of cold.
They're performing a ritual, preparing the way for a dark anchor.
Opening rift to oblivion.
It's worse than we thought. The plane melt has begun.
The portals reach from our side to theirs. That means there is a traitor.
Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know the logic of a Daedric prince?
Claims it fulfills a prophecy in those wretched scrolls of his.
Imagine seeing your nemesis succeed where you failed.
Let the way be opened.
I am patient.
Let the will of Molag Bal be denied.
This world will one day be mine.
And there we go. And now we're here in Bleakrock Isle. So in the next part, we'll start doing the beginning island for Bleakrock. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye guys.